Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be looking at the reproductive system. The reproductive system is very, very important because it ensures that offsprings of living organisms are brought to life. Reproduction is the process through which new ones, offsprings of living organisms, are brought to life. This reproduction can be sexual or asexual. Reproduction is sexual when it involves two individuals of that very specific organism. And these individuals should be a male and a female. So when they come together and their reproductive cells come together, they give birth to offspring. Asexual reproduction involves just one individual organism, and it simply involves that very individual organisms growing into maturity and part of it separating and developing into another organism. Very importantly, both plants and animal undergo sexual and asexual reproduction. So you can see sexual and asexual reproductions in both plants and animals. Now we're going to be looking at the reproductive system, the diagram of the reproductive system of human beings, which is very, very important as regards to the exams that you'll be writing in your JAM, WAEC or NECO. So you're supposed to be able to look at the male and female reproductive systems, identify the various parts and their functions. Very, very important. The various parts and their functions. So in this first class, we are going to be looking at those various parts by looking at the diagrams. Then in subsequent class, we are going to be looking at the functions of the various parts. So these are the two diagrams. Here we have the female reproductive system, and here we have the male reproductive system. If you take a critical look at the diagrams for the male and female reproductive system, you're going to find out some similarities, which is what I want you to use in trying to memorize these two diagrams. And what are those similarities? On the upper chamber, you have the kidney. And we all know that the kidney is responsible for the production of urine. And when this urine is produced, you know that you have to pass it out either through the penis or through the vagina. So there is a system that helps in this connection. From the kidney, you have what we call, this very duct, we call it the ureter, which is also here. From kidney, you have the ureter. And the ureter connects the kidney to the bladder. For female, the same way, the ureter connects the kidney to also the bladder for the male. Then from the bladder, you have what we call the urethra. You can see the difference. Two of them are almost the same thing. Urethra, this one is urethra. This urethra now connects this very urine that is produced from the bladder down to the female organ, in this case vagina, where it can be passed out. And the urethra here connects the urine from the bladder down to the penis, where it can be passed out. So this similarity is very, very important that you identify them, so that whenever you want to make this sketch, you can easily draw that as your framework. Then you now get to the main reproductive parts. Then when looking at the main reproductive parts, we have the ovary, which is the reproductive cell for the female. When this ovary is produced, it has to be connected to the uterus, and the ovary is connected to the uterus through the oviduct. Then from the uterus, it can then get passed down to the mouth of the uterus, which is the cervix, and then to the vagina, where it has to be around, so that when there is copulation between the male and the female, we can have the sperm, which is coming from the testes of the male and connected to the penis through the sperm duct. So this sperm will come out from here, And when there is copulation between the male and the female, with the ovary down in this region, there can be what we call fertilization, and this copulation will enable the formation of the zygotes so that the offspring of human beings can come out. So in subsequent classes, we are going to be looking at the various functions. What is the function of the ovary? What is the function of the oviduct? And the rest of them. So in your exams, a diagram like this could be drawn, and you have arrows passing across, and you'll be asked to label or identify the function of that very part. And that is what we'll be able to cover in the next class, so that we'll have complete grasp of the male and female reproductive system in human beings. Thank you.